All right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Like a Trumpet. I'm Jason. I have my wife Paulette here. Today's video is going to be titled Accuser, and I decided to name it that because of a little incident I had on Facebook with a Gentile. I put a post talking to my people, our people, the children of Yashael, so-called black people, about how we're trying to be a part of this system by voting and how we shouldn't be asking basically our enemies, our oppressors to be a part of their system. You know, we have no business going to the polls voting. And so we definitely can't believe that lie that our ancestors died to vote. That's a bunch of rubbish. So I'm not buying that. So anyway, my post was speaking on that issue of how, you know, we're trying to be a part of this system, which we should be trying to get out of this system, come out from among them and be ye separate, as scripture says. But this Gentile came on my post and basically started accusing me. Like what she was saying had nothing to do. Well, she got mad at first because I stood up for my people and, you know, stood up for what's right and was speaking on social issues pertaining to my people. And again, you know, they're our enemies, so of course they're not gonna like it. You know, they want us just to forget about it and be docile, but you know that's not happening here. But anyway. And I actually didn't know her. I actually knew her from years back when I used to go to church, to the Christian church. She was actually a part of that church. And she came on there and, you know, just, you know, out of the blue, you know, I'm an adulterer. I left my first family and all this stuff, which had nothing to do with the post. But speaking on that, I was married to a Gentile, which shouldn't have been anyway. And then secondly, it was a marriage from hell, so I'm not going to let that bother me what she said. But the point is that that's what the enemy does. That's what Satan does. That's what his children, his people do. They accuse. You know, it had something, like I said, it had something to do. It had absolutely nothing to do with what she was talking about. I was strictly talking to my people about it. And then here she come, you know, speaking on me being an adulterer, leaving my family, blah, 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 blah. But I have a couple of scriptures pertaining to the accuser. All right, I have here Revelation 12:10. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Revelation. Yeah, I'm sorry. 12:10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come Yeshua, and strength and the kingdom of our Yah and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our Yah day and night. Again, because obviously she felt some kind of way. Something stirred up in her ruach, in her spirit, which made her do it, you know.
And not that all Gentiles are children of Hashatan or Satan, as the Babylonian system that we live in likes to call him. It's not that all Gentiles are the children of the fallen. It's that some of them like to accuse us. They don't like the fact that we're the chosen people of Yasharel. They don't like the fact that we want to wake up and follow our Adonai. They want us to stay oppressed. They want us to be under them. And those are the children that we say are Hashatan's children. And they like to accuse us. Those are the ones that, you know, we've done absolutely nothing. And they're like, it's those ones over there. Those people are the ones that's done it. They've done wrong. But in all actuality, it's not us. It's the fact that we are who we are.
Yep. And they're fine with us being docile and you know, bending our backs and, you know, don't talk about the past. You know, they're fine with that. But as soon as we talk to our people, for our people, we talk about wisdom and knowledge and understanding and coming out from among them, then that's when they have a problem. That's when their spirit is stirred up within them. That was a prime example of it. Like I say, the post had absolutely nothing to do with what I did in my past. But the accuser worked through her. I didn't even come back with nothing. I didn't insult her. I didn't accuse her of anything. I let the Most High deal with her. That's what I did. And believe me, she unfriended me fast. That's what they do. When the light is shining, that's when the cockroaches spread. If I may say that, family. Yeah, and speaking of Facebook, by the way, I'm really don't mess much with Facebook anymore. I don't see it as a place of fellowship. A lot of people use it as fellowship, but I don't see it as fellowship because that's a tool of the enemy. It wasn't created for the set apart to use. So I'm really getting away from Facebook. I've learned a lot from a lot of set apart. The Kodashim, which are the holy ones, the set apart ones. I learned a lot from a lot of them on Facebook, but it is not a place because it's not a place for the set apart to spend too much time on. I have also another scripture here that talks about the accuser here in Job, Hashatan, which is Satan. By the way, we read out of the Sefer Bible. All right, it's Job 1:6. It says, "Now there was a day when the sons of Elohim came to present themselves before Yahuwah, and Satan came also among them. And Yahuwah said unto Satan, From whence come you? Then Satan answered Yahuwah and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And Yahuwah said unto Satan, Have you considered my servant?" And here is Iyov, or Iyov, which is Job, "that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that fears Elohim and eschews evil. Then Satan answered Yahuwah and said, Does Iyov fear Elohim? For have not you made a hedge about him and about his house and about all that he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth your hand now and touch all that he has, and he will curse you to your face. And Yahuwah said unto Satan, Behold, all that he has is in your power, only upon himself put not forth your hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of Yahuwah." See, that's Satan he finds ways to accuse us. Day and night, get us to sin so he can accuse us. That's what that woman tried to do. She tried to accuse me. It had nothing to do with her. It had nothing to do with what was being talked about. But all of a sudden, I'm getting an accuser. Somebody accusing me, and I automatically thought about how Satan accuses the brethren day and night. He needs something to accuse you for, so he can hold you guilty. He's the prosecutor. Yahushua HaMashiach is our defender. He is our lawyer. He's our advocate before the Father. You want to add anything to that?
No, I think you summed it all up. And like I said, it's not that we are saying that all Gentiles are accusers.
Yeah. This definitely. If something came out wrong or came off wrong, what I said, I apologize for that. I humbly apologize, but I don't apologize for the message that we're trying to get out there. But no, all Gentiles are not the devil, because it's a lot of our own people are of the devil. Yeah. Like for real, it's like almost more of our people. Dealing with our own people is almost worse than dealing with our oppressors. Our people that refuse to wake up and submit and come back into the sheepfold of Hamashiach, which is Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who people call Jesus Christ, which is not his name.
Not his name.
Like I say, no, hey.
And the more we go, the more we'll get into the spirit world, where these beginning videos will actually make more sense to our people. There are spirits or unclean ruachs that work through people. And a lot of people think that your head has to be spinning around and you have to be spitting out pea soup to be possessed or oppressed by a demon, and that's not always the truth. Sometimes that demon can be that old church lady that's sitting in church and she's all about God, and as soon as you say what truth is, you speak about Yahushua HaMashiach, then all of a sudden, you're being accused of things that have nothing to do with the conversation at hand. When we're referring to, we don't belong in this land. This is not our land. We shouldn't be talking about going to vote for the next president of the United States. How about we not vote for the president of the United States, but turn around and do things like search for our Adonai, study ourselves to show ourselves approved, seek the kingdom. That's what we need to be doing, and not worrying about going to vote. Because when you look into the deeper meaning of voting, first off, we weren't even allowed to vote. According to America, we're only 3/5 human. So we're not even a real human. What else? And the Electoral College is actually the one who does the actual picking of presidents and things like that. So nobody actually votes unless you're the Electoral College. It's just a masking to make you feel like you have a little bit of power.
Yep. That's right. So, that being said, I guess we're going to end this video. We thank you guys for tuning in. There's more to come. Like I said, we're just getting started. We did an intro video, which I really didn't like too much. It was low. It was pretty low quality. Not low quality, but like I said, we're new at this, so we're trying to get it all together, pick the pieces up, put the pieces together, so we can, find some more set apart out there, some more, spirit felt people, Kodashim that we can, fellowship with, basically. If there's such thing as fellowship online or out there, social media. Well, because I know I just said Facebook is not good for fellowship, but maybe if we can directly, influence some people, and maybe, we can not influence. I don't want to say influence, but just run across some like-minded people. So people who's trying to live according to Yahushua HaMashiach and His way, and we're living out the will of the Father. Again, thank you for tuning in. And today is the Shabbat, so
Shabbat Shalom,
we
family.
are resting and doing a little study, and that's it. Shabbat Shalom, and we'll talk to you guys later.